I'm back. And I know I'm a bit late. Sorry, dinner was late as well, so yeah. But we're back. Derail Valley. We'll see if I manage to bin it somewhere or forget to actually start the job. I'm also here with Obsidian Blade again, so it'll be fun. Let's jump into it then, shall we? I'm back again. Hey, it's working. Yes. Alright, well. Let's start once more. Yeah, do you think I have the motivation to just keep going with Inventor the entire day?
Well, you should, because that's kind of our thing.
And then also do Excel next to that. I mean, it's possible, but I'm not going to be staying focused for the full 8 hours of that.
Well, again, kind of our thing.
Can you work for the entire day without getting distracted at all?
You know the answer to that.
No. So what do you expect from me?
I expect you, as someone without ADHD.
The thing is, right, I still have a feeling that even though it hasn't been diagnosed with me, I still have a slight feeling there's something there.
As long as it's not official, it doesn't exist.
Are we gonna do that?
Well, I can, because for me it's official.
Do you have signed documents?
I do, actually.
Do you have...
Well, my mother does, because this was years ago, but we do.
I was about to say, if you really want to prove it, Wednesday, or is it next week?
Yeah, next week, yeah.
Next week?
Sure, yeah, next week. Well, they're probably digital.
Ah, there isn't one in here. I was half expecting to find one of them here. I just want to be able to find one of those demonstrator locomotives. Like, they're just hidden within scrap. I mean, they technically are scrap as well. There's demonstrator locomotives, but it's just a normal locomotive you own. That is not covered by insurance, so if you fuck it up, you will pay the full price. Instead of insurance being like, oh yeah, your copay is this, you maxed it out, you're paying this much now.
Stop. Okay.
Alright, I guess it's time to look at jobs. Also, I got incredibly lucky with the trains today. On my way to the internship, what? The train that was after my train broke down. And on the way back, there was a point like failure, which resulted in my train still going, even though the other train wasn't going. What licenses do I have? Alright, I own shunting, I own fragile, I own train length 1, and I own manual service. I have 21k. Do still have outstanding fees. Even though getting things for the SO60 is... Yeah. Right, what can I pull? 300 tons, so on jobs that are either 300 or 250. I'm still leading. And I also don't have concurrent yet. No, I can only take one job at a time. Damn it. Going to the sawmill. Which means going through the steel mill. Then through Farm and Oil Well Central. Yeah, that would be a good option. What is this one? This one is... Yeah... Or that or to the harbor. But I do like this one though. The 230 ton trip to the sawmill. That does mean that I have to exit this way.
I'm gonna look into setting up our thing.
Whee! And also I've been lurking and even putting in a message on the Derail Valley Discord. I've just been lurking on that for the entire day, just looking at the slow amount of messages popping in.
Why?
I'm bored.
Then find something to do.
I did. Looking at people messaging others on Discord. That's what the thing was that I did. Didn't really have motivation today.
I mean, for your job.
If I have the motivation, I can work quite fast. But
Let them get the motivation.
I could, but I didn't. Instead, I did do some work. I still did math. Because yeah, Offshore Triangle does not build itself, sadly, or design itself. It's an offshore triangle. Cat. Cat. Hi, cat. Look. It's cat. Bye, cat. Don't get hit by train. There is shop. This is a shop building. Why is there no shop in there? But also, just being on a Discord from a game just gives me motivation to play that game. So it basically motivates me to play the game, actually do something. Oh, there it is. Right, let's quickly see if there's something over here. Because I do have another save file, and I found the DH4 and the SO60 both at the steel mill together.
Okay.
And because both are demonstrator locomotives, they take a lot of money to fix up, but they should be cheaper in the long run. Because you don't have those service charges that you have to keep paying. Or at least a lot less. Which means you keep more money. Which is always welcome because more money is more money. Which means you can spend it on customizing your train. Like fitting an endless amount of RGB lighting to it.
Dude, you know what I realized today?
What?
I want one of those cars that has like light on the bottom.
You want underglow?
Not because it looks cool, but because then, when it's dark, I can look in my mirror and actually see where I am on the road. I couldn't see the side of the road.
Well, you see it in front of you, right?
Yes,
Did
but
you
that doesn't completely tell you how far you actually are from the edge, basically.
Depends on the road, but first, if you want underglow, look in. I don't know how legal it is here. If we're too strict here to even allow that, and if so, it
Possibly.
probably can't be white or yellow. It cannot be the color of headlights for obvious reasons.
Probably, yeah. Let's see, where do I download this to?
Of course, it's the last car that has the handbrake turn on.
Probably.
Right, no warnings. Everything's charged. The main reservoir is still filling up.
But wait, why do hard drives start at C and not at A?
I don't know. Right now, that I am slowly accelerating. I'm actually going to put it in notch 1 and leave my train. I'm going to leave it in notch 1 and just go start the job. Something that I forgot to do yesterday, which wasted my entire evening. Which is the only couple of hours I have per day to do things that I actually want to do.
Oh god.
What?
It's already working.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Was it that easy?
Well, they put in their own 2 images just
It's as a
to show that it's
placeholder.
working.
And it's working.
Yeah. Well, now we need to get it to work for you, I suppose, but
Tools. A lamp. Swivel light.
there's like a little dude screaming. Like a little, what's it called?
Don't spoil it for the audience. For the maybe 1 or 2 people watching.
Yeah. No, for your audience, there's currently a deer screaming at me.
I also kind of been neglecting the upload of YouTube videos. So
Same.
I will kind of do that all at once, but set them to like once a day. So I can just all get them out the door, but they'll just release like 1 day apart from each other.
There. Okay, so I
For
talk like
consistency.
this level. There we go.
Is it also picking me up, or is it
No,
just
no, only me. It looks at the microphone.
Ah. Also, I have some brain
Okay. So
that I'm going to consume. It's this hot and spicy flavor because I already ate the salt and vinegar once.
wait, what? I'm not gonna bother with that. What is this? What? Is it? What? Can I make it? Oh, that's what it is. I don't think I want that. Okay. What are there other options? What is that then? Okay. Okay, you have shaking and shaking more.
Yeah, so one is shaking, the other one is more shaking.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna turn it off, I think. What else have we got? Settings, display settings. Oh, you can. Okay, you can also have a blue background.
Yeah, because you know.
That might. Yeah, that might be a good one.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go left, then right, then straight on for just before City West.
Program settings.
I keep almost wanting to say City Southwest because that's what it used to be. It used to be, oh, here you have City Southwest before City South came along.
I'm gonna open that up and see how this works. While it's there, let's make a new scene. And let's give it the appropriate name. And then add that media source. No, not a media source. Wait.
I need to modulate my speed or else I'll derail.
Create a new one.
I'm just gonna be on the lookout for those demonstrator locomotives. And if I find one, I'll remember where it is or write it down. But I first want to focus on getting more money and licenses because, yeah.
Okay. And then you filter. Effect filters. What? How do you use filters? How do you use filters?
I don't know, but what I do know is there's nothing in the spawn here. Unless I should be going south. I am. The gym, the radio station we listened to at the internship had a top 1000 because radio stations in the Netherlands do that sometimes. Either have 4,000, 2,000, 1,000, 538. You know, it's all dependent on the channel, you're listening to. But with the one we were listening to, I've been monitoring it for a while because I knew one song would come up. That song is 500 miles. And I don't know why, but hearing your favorite song, like, on the radio is better than actually listening to it on, like, YouTube or Spotify or something else. I'm willing to argue with people about that. It is just better if you're hearing your favorite song on the radio. Because then instead of you choosing it, it has been chosen. What's also funny to see is that... Wait, did I see that correctly? Oh, But it's fun to see is because
called like green screen or something.
Because of this update bringing like, oh yeah, 6 locomotives are scattered around the map in a very mysterious pattern that means you'll have to basically scan the entire island, the entire map, just to find everything. And everybody's just come together to be like, alright, mark every location where you found something so other people know where to look. That's just funny to see. It's just like a week after the less than a week after the update. People are already like, yeah, these are some spots to look. I have an entire Google Drive that I found on Steam with just locations. And I did also see on a recommendation for an feature little hints to where the engines are. Oh, they're at this exact location. More like
there we go.
Locomotive in major accident. Traveling between this station and this station. And then you just realize, oh well, that engine derailed somewhere around there. It was going that way. We'll look at the starting station and the end station and the road in between, but then you know where to look instead of having to basically look at where train. Oh, come on, an incline, seriously?
Oh, we don't even need to care about the green screen, actually. I can just turn it transparent. That works. Wait, no it doesn't.
Also, why does the sawmill?
Yes, it does. Oh, wait, is that because of it?
Which has a B and a C yard, and I need to go to B3 inbound. Just B3 inbound next to 4 loads, so I can
we do need to use a green screen.
get around it at least. I'm coming in. Coming from the north side, meaning I have to take the switch. That is the starting area. I do like the tutorial area, it's just always there. It's always there for you if you need to go there. I don't know if they're going to put multiplayer in this game, but if there is a mod for it, I know that, but if this game just gets like native multiplayer, you can remote switch, which means you can literally from across the map derail somebody. Oh wait, I think I saw one. Yeah. I'm just gonna slam on the brakes here. Fuck it, I want to take a look at it. Was it the DE2? Train is gonna grind to a halt anyway before it reaches that switch, but no, it's a DE6. Oh boy, it's a DE6.
Whatever.
Look at it. Look at this pile of shit. It's a DE6. It's gonna take a really long time till we're gonna be able to get into this. And I think, is there one around here as well? Yeah, the other safe there was like around this area, there was the SO60. But this is a really good find. Yeah, vehicle rest.
Does that work the way I think it works? It does!
Actually, I haven't really explored all that much here, but Right, let's continue. We found one of them.
So that's working. Good. Then I need to see how to get the other one to work.
Right, brakes off. Apply one little notch of throttle. Right, it's annoying that it's a DE6 though. Because that one requires a really expensive license. It is the... I think it is the best locomotive you can actually get in-game. Like... Yeah, it is the best locomotive you can get. No, I don't want to tap that. I want to tap 1 so I can then... flip switches. Go, Lil D2. You got this. Let's just quit applying throttle. We're gonna go onto a downhill. A 1.7 downhill. What's a gym? Calculating with constructions is literally just calculating bending forces. And Pythagoras and just trigonometry overall. That is basically all I'm doing. Just determine, what do I think is going to be the biggest force on this construction? Well, it's going to be bending. Alright. How much will it bend? How much force you want it to handle? And because I'm doing a bit of offshore, I cannot use closed types of, like a beam or something. So basically, you know, that's like that square tube thing that we use to make the crane. Those profiles I'm not yet allowed to use because they trap water. Which means H beams and I beams and all that stuff. Z channel as well. Just a little something to... Yeah. I have to keep it in the back of my head. And I might soon know where to actually get what I'm actually gonna be doing for the actual workshop stuff. I might know that soon. At least I've said, hey, I need to know it before this date. So, hopefully they'll figure it out. Otherwise, I'm gonna be screwed. Trying to look for one. Nope, farm doesn't seem to have it. So far I only noticed one at the steel mill.
Right. I don't want to use it on a Discord call, that's the problem.
Alright, here is the DH4. Alright, DH4 is an oil well. which means I can go from oil well to steel mill, then to the museum. Yeah, see, there it is. Another demonstrator. Which means I've found the 2 most powerful diesels so far. Sometimes they're in really obvious places like that. Sometimes they're hidden and you are unable to find them. Like it's that one, but with a different livery. That's all of this, by the way. As I said, it does not. It's not enhanced performance. It is just a livery, and you own the locomotive instead of it, actually being from the company. Also, you know how you have a coal plant in this? Guess what I used as an abbreviation for that on the map? CP. Now they've either done that on purpose, knowing the other meaning, or, well, technically didn't know they did it because they know the meaning. We have an MF as well. And slam on the brakes. We need to keep going right, but that results in a 30 zone.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. So.
Do I see a locomotive in the ditch here? Maybe in the pond? Maybe it fell down all the way? More of a creek, to be honest. No, that seems to be clear of any locomotive.
So.
Down while we're, wait, this is the next set of switches, and I want to go left here. Grab a. I barely write with pen anymore. I'll do it all with pencils because I have a metric fuck ton of them. Like seriously, I have like over 20 gray pencils. All right, we have 3. And before we do that, we actually want to go switch over the lane. So we go that way. Then we have DE6, DH4. This is, and the steel mill. Oil well central. There are a total of 6 of them. There are a total of 6. I'm looking to collect them all. It's gonna be like Pokemon. I'm gonna collect them all. Then I'm gonna store them in a museum. And just use one of them.
I guess we can. I'll do that for now. And then have. Like that one.
This one, this right at some point really tripped me up. Like I had to go to the machine factory. And instead of going to the machine factory and actually, you know, do the thing I needed to do, I accidentally took a wrong turn. Like when the switches wasn't set correctly or I set it incorrectly. At least I didn't go to machine factory, I went to the sawmill.
Why did I close OBS? I still did. And then I want another, what is it? I want a browser one.
Alright, 50. A 50 zone should be good enough, right?
Wait, that's just your image. That doesn't help me. That's not what I need.
Straight into a 30.
No, that's not what I want. How do I...
Yes, I know it's a 30. You don't have to tell me twice.
Wait. I found it. Just that one. I don't give a shit. That one. And then for the other one, that one. Okay. Joe, I think I may have done it. I'm about to see if it works.
Nice.
Okay. There we are. So if I then check this. Okay, yeah. Okay, I think it's working.
Is it working?
It is working.
Well, that one's surprisingly smooth.
Oh, it's working, yeah.
Nice.
I don't think you're in a position to look right now, but
well, you can share your screen on Discord. It's not like people can watch that. And you cannot see it on stream. So
okay, wait up.
It is safe.
There you
And
go.
I have to do the magic fuckery of
Yeah,
Is that just you?
It's no. You are my other one, but I just needed a quick image real quick.
Why? Well, it does function as intended.
Oh.
I'm sure we can go into a lot of detail with this.
Yeah. Yeah, we can. I think I technically don't even need this program, but it has more features, so I'm gonna roll with that.
Perfectly fine.
Oh no.
It is funny.
Yep. Now we just need to get some get the stuff.
Now the rest of it.
Yeah.
You know, the thing with projects. Alright, we've done this. Alright, now the rest of it.
Well, now we've confirmed we can actually pull this off, so now we need to actually do it.
We can pull it off. Now we actually have to pull it off. Because saying you can do something and actually doing something are two very different things. Speaking from experience. They are both very different.
Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful. Oh, so that would be like there. That would be there. Maybe a bit smaller, but we'll figure that stuff out. Can I
Also,
just like make this one tiny? No. Okay.
Also, multiple platforms. Would it be a good decision?
Okay, it works.
Would it be a good decision to get it on multiple platforms.
Maybe if you know of any. But
Yes, some, but because the more platforms we can put it out on, the more reach we have.
yeah.
Meaning the more our channels will benefit from it as well.
Maybe. I don't know, I guess we'll see. What I just can't get over this like example image they gave me. Like what the hell is this?
So,
You know what I could also do with this?
what?
If I go into here.
I can only see your drawings, by the way.
And then...
Just making you aware of that.
Oh, that was the wrong thing. If I pick that one. And then go back. There.
I can
Now
only
you're
see.
I can only see your...
I can only see your drawings.
Why can you only see my drawing? What is it? What?
I don't know, but it just said it to make you aware of it, and you completely ignored it.
I know, but it's on the other. I'm streaming the other screen. Discord. What do you mean? Why is it switched to this screen? That doesn't make any sense. Wait.
Discord just said "fuck
Yeah,
you."
actually, but I did the. Wait,
Did
so
you
you've
question?
actually not, so you've actually not seen it at all yet.
I've seen the first part, but
So then it just switched randomly. Why?
yep, probably because you closed the program and decided, oh well, we're gonna go there now.
But I'm streaming the window, or not the window. I'm streaming my screen.
Yeah. It's Discord. What do you expect from it? A functioning program?
That one. There.
Nope.
What? You know what? There.
All right, now I see it.
Perfect. You are a city.
Why? I only noticed now. Why? And also just the switching.
Yes.
Like yours makes sense.
What do you mean it makes sense? I'm a deer.
Yeah, but it at least makes sense. I'm just flipping between two very separate images.
Well, that's true. Well, anyway. I'm gonna... Oh shit, I should have sent my brother to bed like half an hour ago. Hold up.
Like when I...
Up back.
Right, let's see. Need to go to the B yard. B is coming from the north side. Is flipping the switch. Or not flipping the switch. Shit. I think it is flipping the switch. I'm gonna. No, I'm not gonna flip that switch. That switch is the death switch. I do think I need this one though. Yeah. And then B3 inbound. Completely empty, meaning switches are now set, train is slowly rolling in. It's a shame they changed the air brakes. Because what happens is, every time you disconnect the brakes, a tiny little bit of brake gets applied to the cars. I mean, you cannot Dutch drop as smoothly as normal. Like you used to be able to just Dutch drop the cars immediately into their space, but now they don't. Also, any of them at the sawmill? Any demonstrators here? I like the example version that the company got tested out. Not behind this building either. Not behind this either. Where is it? Let me get on top of these piles of wood. Yeah, there's nothing here. Oh well. My train should be on track at this point, right? Well, it is now, so let me just apply a handbrake. Then disconnect the air. Then stop the train. Turn it off so it doesn't sip fuel. And say, there we go. 30 grand. Let's go. And it's gonna stay dry. What do we have? We have a logistical hall to the city south. And harbor. Honestly, I'm gonna have to service my engine here. Can I do that here? Is there an engine service? Is there a diesel service here? Steam power. I know I'm not the best at running steam, but damn it, it's fun. Oh, I cannot get I cannot fuel it here. Is it? Does it say that on the map? It does say repair station. It doesn't say diesel service. Meaning I can at least repair most of the engine, as in wheels, all that stuff. Also depending on the price of, depending on what I have to pay right now. So if we were to say I want to pay everything off right now. 5 grand. Yeah, I'm not gonna pay 1/10 of my income. Or my current balance just to get a little bit more. Come on. What if your handbrake applied all of a sudden? Your brake cut out. Closed. It's also funny seeing somebody ask a question like, yeah, my S282 doesn't, steam locomotive doesn't go as a bug report and support on the support and bug report channel. And it just being, oh yeah, your brake cutout is cut. It's closed when it should be open, giving you brakes. That's the thing, right? People think, oh, steam train, put coal in hole and go. Like they're used to it being as simple as operating a diesel locomotive, which is just apply throttle and brake. But a steam locomotive is apply throttle, or just coal in hole, make steam, keep fire temperature is dependent on what you're doing. If you're idling, just no fire. If you're pushing the engine, a lot of fire. And after that, you also have to keep track of your water level, or else engine just kaboom. Because turns out, crown sheath getting incredibly hot and eventually melting Doesn't do well in a pressurized vessel. And it does kaboom. Then you get locomotive spaghetti. And who doesn't love train spaghetti? Apart for the people actually driving a train, because that means it's just fucked. Look at a face full of hot steam.
Oh.
As a Jim, how long do you think a playlist should be at a maximum? How many songs?
All the good music that you know.
So over 1,000? Because my liked songs playlist on Spotify has reached over 1,000. Right, I can add the oil. I can add everything except the fuel. Which means that hopefully paying $2,000 does decrease the copay by that much that I just have to pay for fuel. Because then I can do 2 shunting jobs at the same time. Go... Basically, I'm here at the sawmill. Go down, cross here, down here. Take the sweep. Go through City South. Deploy... the rear part that I have, and continue to the harbor, where I can get more licenses. Alright, my copay is just 1,000. I've saved like $2,000 just by that. Right, concurrent orders 1. It does increase the copay and decrease download bonus and removes re-rail discount, leaving me with 30.
This is gonna be invisible.
$8,000.
Wait. What? Why?
It just...
What did I do wrong? Hold on.
What? DM3. What does that do, actually? That just gives me the DM3 license.
There we go. No. Huh? But
I could also go for... I'm gonna go for the DM3.
oh. Wait
Just
up.
because it's more powerful.
There we go. But that still doesn't.
There we
I
go.
put in the wrong image.
Guess I wanted to grab this
There we
order and
go.
this order.
He's a little invisible right now. Hold up.
Empty. So this is 09. 09 is the one I want to be the last. Which means getting these big ones out of the way. I guess other cars are flat cars, I think. Or not. If so, where are they? Where is 51? Hello, where? Oh, there's... Right, so I want to go up to this, grab the things I need. 3 inbound. Let's see, what do we have? In the B yard. 1 shunting lane. Both only have 1 shunting lane. Doesn't really matter. I can just put that in the output. But I first want to go through this yard. Grab those cars. Alright, let's get 2 jobs ready, then start them, drive away immediately. Because that's how you do it efficiently. Because right now, I still have to do the shunting. It takes around maybe 5 to 10 minutes. If you just skip that by simply being smart about it, it becomes a lot easier. Now that I have full fuel, brake. When I arrived at the train station, the steam locomotive arrived. Because that exists. And just seeing the people do their thing is kind of funny to watch. You just see a steam locomotive with one very small cargo car and 2 passenger cars pull up. They stop. There was nobody in there. They uncoupled the steam locomotive and coupled a diesel shunter to the rear. The diesel shunter pushed the cars into their designated area, while the steam locomotive went around and reversed into its designated area. And while all that was happening, I was just waiting for my train to arrive. Where did I even put my pencil? Oh, is it underneath? No, where did I shove it? Like, where did I put the pencil? Oh, there. It's a black pencil. Or at least it's gray, but has a black outside. Which is a bit trippy, you know? Yeah, there's nothing underneath there. I should probably get back in the cab and start applying some brakes. Am I gonna clear the switch? Did I just chef's kiss? 10 out of 10. Stop.
Perfect.
You said that perfect. Right as I stopped. So right as I perfectly stopped my locomotive.
I see.
The timing could not have been better.
Hold on. Images, YouTube stream. Wait, which one am I doing?
There we go, more pring.
That one. And that one. Okay. Hold on.
Actually, I shouldn't call it. I shouldn't call it pring. I should call it.
Here we go.
I should call it tube chips until they sponsor me.
Can I like tap this?
So I'll eat my tube chips until they sponsor me. Then I'll say their name.
Uh,
What have you done?
that.
Beep,
True.
beep, 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 making noise so
I,
it changes.
I,
Eh, 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 eh,
You
eh.
know, this is an option too.
No,
This will be very watchable.
just no.
um. Anyway, I love them. I think this is great. Oh, he he looks dead inside.
Who, me or what you've drawn? I know the answer. The answer is yes.
I wouldn't call this drawing, quite honestly.
It is a drawing. It didn't specify if it was a good one.
Technically.
I did not specify the quality of the drawing.
Oh, it's beautiful. I gotta go to my brother again.
Why? Still not asleep. I have the solution for his problem, which I will tell him once he's back. Because it is a solution that I use. But it's probably going to be a nighttime run. But we're doing 5, that is good. Now let's just keep rolling into it. We will couple to it, I think. We will just couple these. If it allows for it. If I hit it with enough speed and undo the handbrake. It'll just be a 6-car train, 2 jobs. Luckily 2 very different styles of car. And full contact, nice. Oh yeah, see Discord notification coming in, which I will look at on my phone because reasons. Obvious reasons. And it's about trains, because the trains here in the Netherlands are chaos. There's a storm going with a lot of wind. Like, you thought it was windy. This is, I'm walking slower because there's wind in my face.
There we go.
Jim, I have a solution to your problem.
What problem?
With your little brother. It's called being the youngest child.
Dude, this is actually pretty satisfying to move your cursor over this.
Hello.
It's like falling. Alright, well, with that all figured out.
Ouch.
What?
Well, Miyaki gave a better option to solve the problem of your younger brother.
Yeah, but your stream is loading for me.
I'll wait until you've read the message. Because letting you read it yourself is a million times funnier than having to say it.
Yeah, maybe. There we go.
No, it's
how do
it
I
isn't it is an
abandon-
annoying little brother. Don't worry about
How
it.
do I abandon it when we're both home?
Not my concern. Doors exist, specifically the front door.
Just kick him out.
Maybe I have the right idea. Take him to McDonald's, blindfold him, drive to China, and get out of.
How in the world would I do that?
Well, take your mom's car.
Also, why the fuck would I go to McDonald's first?
Food. Why go to McDonald's? Food. Why else would you go there?
How much to hire you to do it for me?
What are the consequences of this?
I don't know. But they're not for me if I'm not linked to it.
Exactly. So it'll probably be kidnapping. Which means...
I'll pay you to do... You know, that's accepted too.
Yeah, because then you will still be having the consequences.
No, if he gives me money so that he's allowed to do it.
Now he'll pay you to do it yourself. Which I feel like you might still get off scot-free because you were paid to do so.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you would still be fucked probably.
I
Did
I don't know who would get the bigger punishment though. Yeah, no, he does mean that he would do it himself.
Did I cause... Damn it, I caused damage. Did a one empty car by hitting it with too much speed.
Okay.
Do you want to drive all the way to China with a little kid in a car? Do you realize how annoying that would be? Just a small child in car for days upon days of driving. Oh. Take him to the nearest Chinese restaurant, just...
Yeah, exactly.
Wait. Jim, there's all you can eat pretty... Well, no, I want to say pretty close to you, but... Also decently close to school.
There is one closer to me. In fact, there's two closer to me.
Yeah, and here in Alkmaar we basically we have nothing. There are no Chinese restaurants anymore.
How?
Like, you know, those ones where you can just get like your basic stuff that you got as a kid. I know I doxed myself, I realized that. Suck it. Where, I won't tell.
Oh. Dude, the city is big enough that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it does not matter at all. Like, I know where you live. I know where I live. You know, that you would expect that. But I mean, What are they gonna do? Find me? I barely go outside. Ah, shit. That my dress.
Okay.
Where's the... How could
That
I
was his
lose...
guess. Okay.
How can I get... How did I lose the
Here-
station house? There it is.
Here's my guess.
Ah, yes. Neighbors.
No, that's my guess that that's where you live.
Shit, I
We'll
don't
go
have a
through
look.
the entire city until we
Oh, shit. Ah, come on. I cannot do these because they're both logistical halls, and I thought I had the license, but I don't.
Oh, that's my guess that that's where you live.
I just got everything ready to leave, and I decided to mess it up with this.
Anyway,
Instead, we're gonna
it's all
go
good.
back up to the goods factory with these cars. Which, honestly, they're not that far away, but it is annoying.
Apparently I did an oopsie and accidentally pressed my streaming hotkey when typing.
Ah, so you started streaming.
Yeah, you probably got another message that I'm playing Chef Showdown.
Yes. You would be correct.
Oh no. Maybe I should unbind that key, huh?
Maybe you should get a stream deck.
No.
They're really handy for other stuff as well. It's basically just separate from your keyboard, 6 hotkeys or more. If you get a mini, you get 6. But I only got a mini because it was the only one they had, and it was Gamescom. Yeah, it was Gamescom. Was it? It was. Where I bought my stream deck. Not sure if that was Gamescom. Yeah, I'm not sure about the name. Yeah, Game Force. I know that's something with game, and I thought, well, there's a convention, but Gamescom is the one in... Wasn't it the one in Germany? Which, why would you do something in Germany? It's Germany. Yeah, Gamescom, yeah. I know I got them mixed up, I just wasn't sure of the name.
That over...
I'm tired. I've worked basically 8.5 hours.
Yeah.
I have to wake up fucking early to go to work, basically, because internship is basically just here, have work. How many people there were? Probably been like 100,000. I think a wild guess, just throwing out a number. Yeah, it wasn't. Let's say it wasn't far off, but 335,000 people. That's a lot of people. It is a lot more than something. Yeah, that's a lot more than, let's say, TwitchCon. Oh, I know why I got confused with the license thing. In the other save, I'm a little bit further. Yeah, this is San Diego, which is the American version. Why did the train stop? Are the brakes still charging? Yeah. Why am I having so much trouble moving?
Actually, I should also.
Oh, handbrakes are off. How much tons am I pulling? 240. How much money am I getting for this? 24 grand.
I should check the settings for. Wait, what? Why can this have a server?
I'm just gonna go around and up again. Because I'm too lazy to turn this around now. So I'm just gonna go south first. I'm just, instead of going up back again, I'm gonna go down here and then loop back. Well, eventually Tushkan rather I'm kind of like during the end of the day you are noticing it gets significantly calmer already because everybody's like, yep, I've been here for half a day, I've pretty much seen everything, been to everything I wanted to go to. Let's go home. Like we did with Game Force. Yeah, at the beginning nobody's there at like 9 apart from all the other nerds. That's why you get the ticket on. That's why you get the ticket on Friday. Because we saw how long that line was. It was long. Like, just we were, because we got our ticket on. We got our badge on Friday already. We had the privilege of just being able to stand in a much shorter line. The problem is you're not allowed to bring backpacks. Like with Game Force, we were just allowed to walk in with our backpacks. With TwitchCon, it's like, no backpack. You're not allowed to have a small bag. And if you buy something, you get a massive white bag. Or they know how much.
So then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also.
I can have different states.
But it's also. Yeah. The thing is, they know how much streamers are just degenerate. So they're like, we're taking every precaution to prevent mishaps and just overall people messing about.
Are we talking about pregnancy? Oh
no, how much streamers are just degenerates, you know.
I wasn't paying attention. I just heard.
Prevent mishaps, and you immediately thought of pregnancy.
Preventing mishaps. That sounds a lot like
happy little accident. Yeah, streamers and pregnancy, those are two things that won't happen. First of all, I wouldn't be able to get pregnant because I'm a man, so I would be surprised if that would be an option.
Well, I've yet to see confirmation of that, so.
No.
You can if you try hard enough. How? I guess, yeah, the closest thing would be if you were, like, infected with some parasite that, like, lays their eggs or something.
I mean, I could have seen that one coming from a mile away. Pun intended. But yeah. It's hard enough. You have experience with it, Miyaki. Because saying if you try hard enough it will work.
Miyaki a mother?
Because saying if you try hard enough meant that you were successful. Because you tried hard enough.
Shu, I just realized.
What?
I can now also be on your stream.
Yes.
If you go to the website.
Although I do have to
pictures.
deafen your stream, otherwise you're gonna have not only Derail Valley audio, but also
You don't want the sound of shotgun? Uh-oh.
No, don't need buckshot roulette. Also, Miyaki, why? Why?
Actually, I'm gonna go see what happens when you die in here.
Technically, the smaller one was here first. The baby version was first here in the Netherlands. The bigger version took a little while, and we went all the way across the country. Like, all the way. Just long distances. Well, it makes sense. Long distance.
Well.
Right, that curve should be this one, then it's gonna be squiggly, then it's gonna be a couple more. Ooh, this is a tight one. You see, then it becomes a little bit squiggly, then it becomes a couple tight turns, then we go straight, then we go right, then we go straight twice, then we go left, then we go right, then we're there. And within 1.5 hours, we went one place and back. So let's give it some beans, because it needs to be given the beans. They should have they should put beans in this game. I want to be able to give it the beans. It should be a modification for your... Yeah, I saw that. I barely missed one. Like, there was a signal malfunction. The other way. Like, the signals were specifically correct. And while traveling to my intern, I got lucky because the train that was the one after mine broke down. So if I was one train later, I would have been in a broken down train. If I was 2 trains later, I would have had to go all the way around. Yeah, you have the luxury of being able to work from home. I have to wake up at 6:15 to be on a train at 7, to be there at 7:45, to be just done at like 4:15, and be home around 4:45. So I'm basically gone for almost 12 hours. And what do? Math. It is just math. I basically do a 9 to 5 as well, but I do it from 8 to 4. A little bit earlier because I walk. 2.7, what? Alright, I need to slow down here. Get more air in those lines. Go straight on. Yeah, working... I basically have Yeah, for me it's 15 minutes or 10-minute walk. Where do I go? I go there. Is a yeah, for me, I basically have a 14-minute, a 10 to 15-minute walk, then a 23-minute train, then a 15 to 25-minute walk. More like a 20 to 25 minutes. So we're going to take 25 minutes plus 23 is 48. Add like 12 to it. I'm driving like an hour. And that hour travel is annoying. Yet I have to do it till April. Especially the walk is annoying if it's, I don't know, raining a lot. So then you're just walking through the rain, getting soaked. Yeah. Thing is, I am not a morning person. Like, at all. So for me, I'm still getting used to the entire thing of, you know, changing schedules from nothing to wake up.
Yeah, I already, like, during vacation, basically already set my alarm.
Basically, like, wake up, it's still dark outside, time to go outside, and then once you're traveling home, it's like... your body is like, we're waking up early or we're sick. No other option. That's kind of funny. But it's like... for me, it's basically just the... yeah, but like, if you just let me sleep, I'll wake up around noon. And then go to sleep around... there it is. And then go to sleep around, like, 2. Like, that's basically my schedule. But apparently that's not allowed here in the Netherlands. It is...
okay.
You have to... I'm also more of a fan of just changing work hours for each company, because that would decrease the rush hour. Because if a company that has if every company starts at the same time, you're gonna have... yeah, that's good enough. Like, if you're asleep at half past 1, then you're gonna be tired. Speak from experience. But like, if everybody starts at the same time, you're gonna have a massive rush hour. But let's say you can start, like, you just have to, within this 24-hour period, work 8 hours. You choose when. You can start at midnight and be done at 8 in the morning. That is an option. You can also just choose to start around lunchtime and around 8 go home. Then you can get your own rhythm going. The problem is... only problem I can see with that system is reaching people. Like, let's say you want to have a meeting. Or you're having an urgent email because otherwise you cannot continue your work and the other person just stopped working for the day. You would have to be available to answer questions 24/7. But I mean, it's also like just make sure roughly. Let me show this for 1 hour once a week. Everybody's working at the same time, so you can get away with it. So you can just say that 1 hour that everybody's working that day, there's going to be like just a meeting, and after that, it's whatever. I'm going to have to give this the beans because it's up 2%. This locomotive can handle it, but traction motors will not enjoy this. What did you order? Like, how do you get a package in the United Arab Emirates? How? And it's shoes as well. How do shoes teleport all the way there?
No, Joe, they walked there.
To be expected. Yeah, they made it. I mean, then it's... Yeah, but why specifically there? Isn't it easier to just get it to, like... Why they're made of Vietnam, that mean... Why not just ship immediately from there? Yes. But why not ship from there immediately? Why not just put it on a boat there? Or why not send it towards, like, Egypt or something? Or a larger port, which is generally how things go. You send it to a port, and they take it from there. Yeah. Wait. This is... Yeah, I'm not doing that one. That ends in disaster. It is a weird one, but I could also order more car parts. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, okay, good thing to know. Me and my dad went working on the car again on Saturday, and we did get a carburetor off finally. So it's off. But my dad did say something that is slightly annoying. If we want to get it back on again, the engine goes out. Otherwise, you're just not able to install it properly. You have to take out the engine. That's why I'm willing to order a clutch plate, because it needs a new clutch. The old one makes an incredible squealing noise as soon as you fully depress it. And plus, getting a fresh clutch in there will make it better. Probably smart to tension the shifter cable. And see if I can fit a reverse light. I still have to find one of those sensors though.
Oh, you don't need to die from that? No.
Because
I thought you actually had to die. Well.
I could do a reverse light, but I just need to find a sensor that detects, hey, this gearbox is in reverse. Turn the light on. Because it doesn't have a reverse light. Turns out in 1969, reverse light wasn't mandatory. It was a luxury.
How many knives do I have?
4.
Why?
And also, it has matching... It is a car with probably matching numbers. I hope. At least the chassis and the body are matching numbers, so it's the same body and chassis from factory. And I just have to check if the engine is actually supposed to be in that car.
Sure.
What?
Let's see what happens.
Because a car becomes worth a lot more once it has full-on matching numbers, and it's just also a cool thing because wow. Car works. It is matching.
Is this heaven?
Did you get the Bronze Gates achievement?
Yeah.
And you did.
It looks weird.
Also, my hands have been on the keyboard for a while. I've just been idling. Like the engine's just idling right now. But also, I do have the carburetor with me, actually. It's in my room and I still have to rebuild it. I do have a rebuild kit for it.
Close the game?
Okay. You pressed exit.
Yeah, I thought that would just go to the home menu.
But I basically just have to rebuild the carburetor entirely. Taking the engine out will probably just be a single day affair. As in, you take the engine out quite easily because it's an old Volkswagen. What do you expect? It's just like 4 bolts and your engine falls out. From the bottom. So for people that want to get into old Volkswagens, the engine does not go out the top, it goes out the bottom. Which makes it really easy to take it out. All you need is like a lift to make it really easy. Just put car on lift. Disconnect everything. After you've disconnected everything, undo 4 bolts. While there's like a little cart underneath, lift the car up further. Done. And now your engine's out. Now you can replace everything that you need to replace. Or fix rust. Probably gonna be fixing a lot of rust. May want to get the material thickness before I do that though. So I can just order the entire plate and just bend it to where it needs to be. Like just force it with magnets. Or try and hammer it into shape. After that, I can always bring it to a body shop. No, the one where I did my intern at. That one. My very first actual internship. That wasn't like 1 day. That one. Because that guy can basically fix it, but I first want to try it myself for cheaper. Because if I can fix it myself for cheaper, that saves me money. And money is a good thing to save in these times. Thanks for the subscribe, Miyaki. 9 months in a row. Like 9 months. That's almost a year. And I have been an affiliate for over a year now. Like from September. Summer in September was my thing. D6, hold on, D6 inbound. Let me quickly... Yeah. No. I know what else is 9 months. Well, depending on it. I was 5 weeks early, so I made it less than 8. I thought it was long enough.
Dude, I saw something so stupid recently. Like, it was like something about like people being born in December, and then a comment underneath it was like, but pregnancy only takes 9 months. Like, how are you born in December? Pregnancy only takes 9 months.
So everybody just fucks in January? So
Stupid can you be?
every person gets pregnant around just the 1st of January. They just get pregnant every 1st of January. Just
I guess.
everybody
Yeah,
that
I
wants a
guess
child.
that's when you start the timer.
Yeah, but what about children that are born in January? Yeah, if I was born exactly 9 months before Valentine's Day, I would also be like, I wonder what happened during that time. If it was conceived the normal way, of course.
Why do you keep catching me while I'm on the wall? You asshole.
Imagine being born on Valentine's Day.
Would you name your child Valentine if they were born on Valentine's Day?
It would only be fitting. Oh, for fuck's sake, I need to move forward a little bit more.
Where's my dodge?
I mean, you could call your kid May, short for mayonnaise. You know, nobody would expect that. Like, oh, you just call your kid May. Yeah, mayonnaise is the actual name. Like, on your passport, it just says mayonnaise. I mean, I can understand why we don't give our children dumb names anymore, because that just results in bullying. That's just a known fact. Give your kid a dumb name, they will get bullied the rest of their life.
There's like a comedian thing about that, but I don't know who made it, so I can't find it. But dude, if I have a child, I would probably just name them after like characters that. Uh-oh, why did I do that?
Video game characters.
Probably. Stop. I don't know, like, I would have a lot of options. Like, I would have, like, Link, Zelda.
You wouldn't have a lot of options. You want to know why?
Wow.
That is funny. But Jimmy, you wouldn't have many options because the amount of children also matters. If you have only one child, then you have to choose for one name. But if you have 10 children, then you can choose 10 names. Also, that being like the name Dick, sure it exists, but having the last name Pig means their parents took the opportunity. Yeah, fair enough.
But, like, I don't know, what would I have? Link, Zelda. Bayonetta.
I have a dumb one, and Jimmy probably won't get this, but name your kid Jeff, but like Geoff. And then you can tell your kid that the child's been named after a Top Gear car. They tried to make their own electric vehicle. It failed miserably.
Then you're just like Elon Musk.
No, Top Gear did it better. Like, they made it actually work. It was incredibly shit, but it worked.
No,
you cannot say that for a Tesla.
Naming your child after a car.
No, Elon Musk did not do that. He named his child after his Wi-Fi password. Bro looked at the back. Bro looked at the back of his router and thought, "That's gonna be my child's name." Is it bad that?
To that?
Why did my screen go black? It's back. But the thing is, right? People are putting stickers on their Tesla saying, I bought this before you went crazy. Before we knew. So people that have bought a Tesla because, well, at that time it was a hype. You know, the entire Tesla hype thing. They bought it before then, and they're doing the right thing.
Do people
And not
still
immediately.
say my Tesla if they have a Tesla instead of my car?
Well, if they're going to be that bitchy about it, they deserve it.
Well, have you never noticed that? Like, that's a thing.
You're streaming.
No, but he is.
Okay.
Alright, 31 minutes.
Wanna continue watching those video's?
Ik ga zo naar bed over like 5 minuten.
Het is maar
Zo.
10 uur.
Yes, ik heb werk, Luc.
Ja, oké. Zijn aan het spelen.
Train.
Wait, how expensive is the license for...
Yes, he's playing Thomas the Tank Engine, yeah.
I have 40 grand. It just depends on how much you have to pay. First, to fix up my locomotive. That's going to be the first thing.
Joel,
Yes.
do you have custom paint in that game?
You only have 2 paint jobs in the game. You have the stock paint
Aw.
and you have the demonstrator. But there are mods that turn it into Thomas the Tank Engine.
So you can't make Thomas the Tank Engine?
You can with mods.
Well, yeah. But the developers should have included that.
Yeah, they could have, but
How, is it truly a train game if it doesn't have a Thomas the Tank Engine reference?
there is the SO60, which does have the same wheel arrangement as Thomas. You know, just having 6 wheels. No pilot or trailing wheels at all. And technically, this is shatter everybody's dreams. The entire Thomas and Friends, Thomas the Tank Engine series and all that stuff was about being a useful engine, even though the model that Thomas was modeled after was useless for its purpose. It was supposed to be somewhere used near a dock as a shunting engine, but it was too large for that. But it couldn't run on the main line that wasn't that good on the main line, but doing distances because it was a tank engine. That's why it's called Thomas the Tank Engine, because it was an engine with a tank on board instead of a tender behind the engine. So that made it pretty useless for long distances because it was limited by fuel. So you're basically fighting like, it's useless for shunting, it's useless for long distances. This engine is useless. So no, Thomas the Tank Engine was not a useful engine. It was shit. Alright, I'm gonna turn the engine off. I'm gonna let it coast.
Really? Dude, ow, your posture is this low.
Also, there's one positive thing about starting an internship. I'm actually putting in my steps. Apart from the weekend, of course. Okay, if I have a weekend where I'm doing nothing, it is noticeable because those are days where I just barely do any steps. Barely in there. Alright, well, let's connect this up to here. Oh. Oh, come on. It is just short, meaning I have to start the engine and just back it up. There, now we fit. Alright, let's Add everything. Pull out the wallet. Pay Mahoney. And let's see how much more I have to pay for those 2 vehicles. Or for the, like, just... licenses. How much is the logistical haul? Is 20. And I have 42, which leaves me with 22. It does actually give me more timeline bonus. Alright, that leaves me with 22. I could buy the museum thing. Or that's 50 for DH4. I can get a DM3 if it's spawned. I have 20 grand. I can get a dispatcher, but I'm not going to use that anyway. So I save the 10 grand. I cannot buy anything else. But hey, at least I can do these now. Can do a logistical haul. 7 grand. We'll add 50% to that, so that's going to be more like 10. For a very short trip. Load and prepare. Like this an actual haul. But that's to the, I'm just going to do this one. We load and prepare a train with scrap metal for departure. Because it's all scrap, I'm pretty sure everything's found here. That's 99. I need 62. Is this all 99? Yeah, this is all 99. All right. It says there are 2 pickups, right? Yeah, 2 pickups. Load and prepare, meaning we're looking for empty cars here. $73, that is separated. That is 62. So 2 of the cars are here. That is a good sign. That means we've at least found some of them. All I have to do is set the signals. You go there. So like that is all one thing. So the other ones must be here. It must be, otherwise I wouldn't know where else it would be. Okay, let me check and light the color of the cars.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's nothing here really.
Oh, you can do that.
So I guess we'll have to continue looking. Like everything's in this yard.
Huh.
Wait, these are all filled. $73, $73, $73, $73, $62. Where is it? Like, where actually is it? Those are filled. These one I've just arrived on. Like, there are 2 there. This, oh, I remember. The 21st night of September. I'm looking everywhere to find out that there are right here. 62, yep. This is gonna be a very easy shunting job. Then it's a very quick trip to the steel mill. Well, I was looking for 2 cars, couldn't find... Well, it's better if I grab just the map. Where it is? Yeah. Hey, I found nothing in the B yard. Alright, fine, I'll check the D yard. I could only find 2 there. No, fine, thank you. And I wasn't looking at 2 and 3S at all. I forgot those existed. I just looked in the D yard and couldn't find 2 of my cars. So then I have to look there. But I'm currently... Brake is off, handbrake's off, forward. Start. Into forward. There's also a dispatch release. There's a massive update released last week. The problem with it is trains still get wet while they're inside. You still see the raindrops falling on the windows. Tracks are still slippery, so you can wheel slip out of the roundhouse, which should be impossible, yet it still happens. Rear handbrake seems to be applied. Place the brakes and back up to it. Yeah, if I take a look at my steps, like you can see Saturday and Sunday is just... I haven't reached my goal, but if I have in turn, I basically like 10,000 a day. More if we walk during lunch, which we don't always do because sometimes it rains. Yeah, steel and rails are slippery, of course, but with Derail Valley, there's currently a bug that they are more slippery. Like, of course, it's more slippery in the rain. Of course. But with this it's more the fact that it's raining inside of the buildings. Which is something that shouldn't happen. Like, if I go inside of that service station, my windows will still get soaked in water. And the tracks will still be just as slippery. Yeah, no, don't worry.
You know how you play a game too much?
What?
When you're fighting one of the hardest bosses in the game and just casually look over at your chat to read what is going on.
Yeah.
And not die in the process.
Even though it is still a beta, it's basically the fact that what surprised me the most is they basically added like half a game to the game. Like, yo, we have this update here. It's gonna be an entire half game. Don't worry. As long as I can understand the message. Like, I've tried to read my handwriting. And other people's handwriting. Then you're getting used to deciphering language. Jim,
What?
I'll tell if I cannot understand, but Jim, I hope that tomorrow or later I'll know what my actual workshop thing is going to be. Hopefully.
So I send it over to the teacher.
You got
And-
nothing?
And then I did that last week, and then I asked him yesterday, like, hey, can you look at it? And then he was like, yeah, I was busy. I will look at it tomorrow. So today. And I still haven't heard anything.
Well, lucky for you, Friday exists. So you can just face to face ask the question.
What's Friday?
Or is it tomorrow that we have to go to school?
Well, I do. But no, that's next Wednesday.
Wasn't it 29th?
Wasn't it the 4th?
We're not talking about the same thing, are we?
Are we? What do you need to go to school for tomorrow then?
And not tomorrow or Friday, I think. You should look at WhatsApp more often.
Do I need to be there?
Let's see. One of the very first images. Yeah. Oh wait, you probably don't because it's just my group. Never mind, I keep forgetting we're in different groups.
What do you have then?
Teacher asked if we can just come to school for like a general meeting.
Right. Why though?
I don't know. But hey, that means that Friday I'm gonna be gone. Tuesday I'm gonna Friday I'm gonna leave early. Tuesday I'm gonna leave early because I have to go to a lawyer to get alimony from my dad because I'm over 18 and apparently I have to do that myself. So I'm just gonna go there. And on Wednesday, I'm gonna have to leave early again because I'm going to school to help. Also, you know who's gonna be there as well Friday? Because he is in the same group as I am. I did an oopsie. Hopefully it was just... Was it just? Yes, it was just the breaker. But
Shit.
he's gonna travel all the way from across the country. Just he's gonna
Does he
go by.
have to?
He is coming. He has told me he's coming, so he is actually gonna take a day off, like an entire day.
What the fuck? He can do that? I thought he had to do
Yeah, he does have his driver's license. He can just take the car.
It would still take a long ass time for him.
Yes. But hey. Also, I did get my paycheck from my last paycheck from the hardware store. Because, yeah. So, or I get one next... No, I still get one, I think, from next month. But not that much. Right?
How?
Like I started... Like I got from, I think from week... Yeah, I still got for like 2 weeks worth of money. So it'll probably be like $100. Because hardware store, you get paid minimum wage, and in the meantime you can stock shelves, mix paint, sit behind a cash register, and just answer questions from customers. So I could do all of that, and I could pay less than at a grocery store, which is dumb. Because honestly, for a hardware store, you have to be more skilled. You wanna know the worst part? In the United States, they have more knowledge. The workers that work at a hardware store have more knowledge. Because you actually have to get, like, schooled on everything. So, if you go to a Home Depot, the people that are working there have actually been schooled in the basics. So they know what they're talking about. If you go to a Dutch hardware store, you get sent to the service desk, and what they then
to a Dutch hardware store, they'll just recommend the most expensive shit.
Possibly. I wouldn't do that. I would just say, all right, well, we have these options. This is a better quality, but it's like I'd ask, do you want
no,
more
I was
expensive
talking about,
one?
like the medium market.
Oh, yeah, that's not a hardware store.
Wait, really? Wait. What
A
is it
hardware
then?
store is Gamma. That's a hardware store, like Baumarkt.
But
But they could
don't computers count as hardware?
What would you qualify a micro center as? What kind of store what is a micro center? I'm gonna look that up because that is something that represents it the most. Micro center. Computer retail store. So it's just, yeah, it's basically that. They will try to sell you the most expensive shit in the Netherlands. But Dutch hardware stores, most of them don't have knowledge. Like, we all had to wear an earpiece. And I legitimately had a question. Can anybody with electrical knowledge come to the help desk? So you put people that don't know shit about electrical systems in a hardware store, people are going to ask questions about electrical systems. They are specifically going to a hardware store to buy electrical stuff. And then, yeah. That is just dumb. And I just didn't answer those calls at all. That's arguably funnier, not answering the calls that they sent out. Like, yes, I have the knowledge. Yes, I could help, technically. Am I going to help? No. And then I didn't help. That's fun. Although I did help once with answering a question about nuts and bolts, because... well, there's basically some anchors for in concrete, but... it is just... some people ask the dumbest questions. Like, is this thing that is specifically designed for the purpose I want it for? Is it for the purpose I want it for? It's like, are these concrete anchors for concrete? Though you kind of have to expect those questions. And also, I did better customer service because I walked with the customer to the thing. Like, if they asked me where something was, I would walk with them. Because not only is that better customer service, in my opinion. Because, well, the service is way better. If somebody's walking with you to the thing and actually shows you where it is. Because if you tell me, oh, it's around there, I will not be able to find what around there is. You have to be very specific. So if you just walk with them, then you realize, oh wait, it's right here. because you follow the person. And also you get to waste more time, which means you can work for less hours. You do less work, and you can just say, yeah, add customers. And everybody can... Yeah. But also, spending more time with the customers decreases your time that you work. But they cannot say to not do that. Because it's yeah, focus less on customers. Then what am I supposed to do? Ignore them? You don't want that either. So you've kind of locked them into a stalemate where it's just... You get to do the thing you want to do, which is spend more time with the customer. And I get to do less work.
You really do get the impression here that you are just a terrible employee.
No, I'm not a terrible employee. I'm still helping customers and doing my job. I mean, at least I know how to compare the last 3 numbers of the barcode on the back of products. You would think it wouldn't be that difficult to just see, oh, this ends with 1, 2, 3. Does my product also end with 1, 2, 3? Yes, it goes here. You'd think that would be easy, right? Comparing 3 numbers. Boy, are you wrong. It is... They're unable to compare not only the customers also put shit back wrong. Like, especially with the nuts, bolts, screws. That entire... Well, the thing is, right, I was stocking shelves. Probably should have said that detail earlier, but I was stocking shelves. So my job is to basically stock shelves and help people. But what is easier to do? Putting stuff somewhere or just walking? Walking is a lot easier than actually having to put stuff where it's supposed to be, especially if it's paint and the buckets can get quite heavy. And I'd much rather walk somebody towards the other side of the store and spend 5 to 10 minutes on that. Also, with the like metal stuff aisle with all the nuts, bolts, and screws, people just don't know where to put it back.
Go.
All right. So what I eventually did is they put a bucket with a note on it that said, if you don't know where it's supposed to go, put it in the bucket. Because if there's one annoying thing is I'm unable to find this. Where is it? Oh, it's not here. Well, it's supposed to be here, but I didn't find it because there was something else in the way. Now you do notice it sometimes. But more often than not, you're not noticing it and you just suffer. So that's why I think it's a good thing that I stopped working there because of my internship. I would not be able to combine 6 hours of work in the evening with, you know, the 40-hour work week on top of that. So yeah, I stopped working there. Because, well, you have to do way too much for the amount of money you get. 5 minutes on a 52-minute order. Giving me 16 grand. And it should give me this one. Which takes 67 minutes. I get 11k. I'm just going to do that order. Because it's easy. Then it's going to be buying more licenses. I already know where the demonstrator DE6 and DH4 is. I've noted that on a notepad because, yeah. Wait. There was no handbrake applied. And it still accepted it. Uh-huh. But yeah, right now I just do engineering again. You know, the usual. The thing is with that, the barcode thing, they teach you that. Like, you even have a scanner which they basically, first you do a couple of, like, you go through a program which teaches you the basic stuff of working at a store and what to do in case of like a robbery and all that stuff, which the sad part is, the thing was just do what they want to do and let them go. But with the barcode, they teach you that. They say, all right, first of all, use your scanner. Your scanner will give you a code that is specific to the aisle and location. Once you compare that, then you compare the last 3 numbers on the barcode. Then you definitely know it's supposed to go there. Otherwise, you might not. Like, of course, once you've worked there for a bit, you start to know where things are supposed to be. And yeah. But, yeah. And of course, it's also a customer thing. Customers don't know how to put things back correctly. Like, they grab something. They walk around the store a bit, forget where they grabbed that one thing, put it back somewhere. The customers can also have experience with it. It can be both, honestly. It's just a matter of who's going to be dumb today. We also had click and collect, which is a green lamp. Like, if you're in a Dutch hardware store, like the blue or the black one, just the colors are easier to remember. Check behind the help desk, and if there's a green lamp, that means somebody got a click and collect order. And I recently ordered like some curtains from a hardware store, which is funny to go back to a store you previously worked at. Everybody still recognizes you, which is funny. But apart from that, I saw that the green light was on. And I looked, the roster was still on the table, so I looked at that. and I just knew that a person behind the help desk also had to do that. And I just, while walking out, noted that the lamp was on. And I saw a visible sigh. Just, come on. Because sometimes just orders can get big. Sometimes I've had one that was just one hammer. Like somebody just click and collect ordered one singular hammer. So instead of going to the store and grabbing it themselves, they ordered it they click and collect ordered it, let us collect it. Yeah. Kind of annoying. But who cares? I don't work there anymore. Yay, I now get to deal with people trying to make offshore things from aluminium, which doesn't work. Well, it can work, but if you try to fatigue aluminium with just basically putting it through stress cycles, like, I don't know, a wave, if you're going for offshore things, then it will keep weakening, and steel, for the first 10 million tons, will get slightly weaker over time. But after that 10 million, it kind of stops. It plateaus, it doesn't get weaker. And you can give the argument, yes, aluminium is lighter, but on their website they're also saying, yeah, we want it to last it over 30 years. We're going to use special alloy or special type of aluminium to make that happen. And as an engineer, I'm just sitting there looking at the website thinking, this is specifically made to please shareholders and to annoy engineers. Because it was all made from aluminium, they couldn't weld it. That would induce too much stress in the material and make it crack. So they decided to rivet it all together. Yeah. It is just... Yeah, it is just... Yeah, it is dumb. Like, you read the things and you're like, it should at least withstand a minimum of 30, like, wind speeds and a minimum of 30 meters per second. Yeah, that's a minimum. Thank you. You've given me a minimum. What is the maximum? Otherwise, I'm going to work to that minimum, which leads to disappointing products. Give a maximum that pleases engineers. Because we engineers are simple. We just want shit to be simple as well. And it's sometimes very funny to make things difficult for the workshop people. Just... Can you design it in such a way that it's incredibly difficult to make? Incredibly annoying. Because welding got better. Like, rivets take a lot of time to make, and welding gives a smoother hull, which smooth is good because, especially with ships and aerodynamics and everything, smooth is better. And if you have of course you have smooth rivets, but if you can just weld everything together, that leaves no seam, less chance of leaks. Yeah, overall welding is just better. It doesn't put holes in the metal as well. Because for rivets you have to make the holes, then plug the holes with the rivet. With welding it's just line them up, weld, done. That's all you do. And I mean, you could rivet a ship you could still rivet it together, it's just that often companies go for the cheapest option, which I completely understand. Yeah, you basically make... They also have the ability to make bigger plates, I think. And the ships have become larger as well, to the point where instead of making them in one place, they literally make bits of ship. They make slices. Then they bring those slices together. Instead of doing it the old-fashioned way of building the hull, a little bit of superstructure, you know, the bit that goes on top. And yeah, apart from that, as soon as a company finds an easier solution to a problem, they go for that. Can it be done cheaper? Yes, we'll do that for that one because that's cheap. If it's still within specifications, of course. And also the calculations that go with it can be... Like, sure, you can do very simple calculations. Or you can do very difficult calculations. Difficult calculations are fun. Because most likely, things with difficult calculations, they mainly consist of the simpler calculations combined into multiple. Like, yeah, you can calculate the bending force, but what if it's at an angle? Like, what if instead of being like 90 degrees, it's rotated a slight bit? Well, now you have to calculate two bending force and combine them. Yes, the calculation is more difficult, but did it really get more difficult? All of this is just the same math with extra steps. But that's always math. You get the simplest calculation and you just keep adding steps and keep adding steps until you're done. Once you've added your specified amount of steps, you should get the right answer. Emphasis on should. Of course, you're not going to get the right answer immediately. That would be too easy. Wait, I need to go to B3 inbound, right? B3 inbound. Let me quickly go through this. That's sawmill. B3 inbound. Please tell me B3 is clear. Please tell me it's clear. It seems to be clear. Right. Set the switches correctly. No, that's not the right switch. You're the right switch. Yeah, well, you do. The software can do it, and you kind of want the software to do it as well. But then you double check with your own calculations. Like I'm currently doing my calculations in Excel as well. And that should mean that I can basically do the calculations, simple calculations in Excel, let that be done. And after that, after I've made the entire construction, then we're gonna let in a real complex piece of software with all that stuff figure it out. 17k fees, 3 grand. I can fix that way cheaper. Because I now have, how much money does one have? 56. Which means I could theoretically get the DH4 license. Which would be an improvement and also would mean that I can go to Oil Well Central. And after going to Oil Well Central, I can then get my oh wait, I also have to get the other license, the museum license. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I want the museum license and the DH4 because then I can get the DH4 restored and running. Distributed power. What do you mean with distributed power? Like the multiple unit trains, where you just connect your locomotives together and just multiple unit all the way. Shit. I haven't tried that before, no. Would that work though, or would you continuously have to travel back and forward from engine to engine? I'm sure you can remote into one of them. Use the remote to control the back one while you're in the front one. But wouldn't that remove... What? So you can have one push, one... You can literally have just a push-pull unit. That is fascinating. How would you connect the trains together? Let me guess, it's one of those gadget things that you get at shops. And I'll do that once I have my demonstrator locomotives. Like that one. Because otherwise you're just gonna keep using materials. there's the only things that I've found here is the DE2 here at the steel mill and the DH4 at Oil Well Central. And apart from that, nothing. If you solder it up and you put it in the yeah, but if you put it in your your own demonstrator locomotives, then it stays there forever. If you were to put it in like one of these, you would have to take them out, because if this one despawns, they will go to your lost and found, to your tool shed. So I'd much rather shove it into a demonstrator locomotive to prevent having to use solder every single time. Or, in other words, go for the multiple unit and just hook them up on one end. Kind of, I see a, is that a D7? I think it's like 200 a piece for solder, like 200 per spool. But you have to use a spool on every single electrical connection. Like, oh, you want to add power to it? That's gonna be one solder, please. It's not that expensive, but the costs add up quite quickly. At least that's what the update told me. I'm just going off of the update video. Which, for a feature, like just a featured episode of the update, a 25-minute video to just go over the general update. Well, my engine's off anyway, so we're just gonna service it. Come on, fuel in the hole. Yeah, but at least the couplers don't disconnect anymore if you forget to tie down or to turn the screw. In B98, you used to lose. You could lose cars by just simply twisting it and keep pulling on it. Right, my fees are 14 bucks. I can pay that. Now we get licenses. Do I immediately go for the DM4 or DH4? Oh, what do you mean with coupler stress? Why do I need train length 2? That's another 20 grand. Why? Fine. We'll get the museum license at that point as well. What do you mean with... Depends on whether they model coupler stress or not. A bunch of licenses. Ooh. Then it would be interesting to actually do that, yes. Own vehicles. Is that my work train? Work train. Yeah. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna press a button on the thing to do a thing. And I'm gonna end it. Oh, come on. Of course. I forgot that. There we go. We're back. Hi. But I am going to end it here because time. I'm gonna have to wake up early tomorrow again. And I would like to have sleep. Yeah, if you like what you saw and want to see more, make sure to interact with the content in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that as well. And if you want to have a chat with me or be up to date on if streams are delayed by a bit or have a chat with me, thanks for the follow. And be sure to join the Discord via !Discord or on descriptions, channels, everywhere else. This is going on YouTube as a VOD, which you can find via !YouTube or ever same as a Discord. They're easily findable. And with all that said, next stream will be Friday. Will be Stormworks because we haven't done it last week. Because the Derail Valley update just came out at that point. Yeah. With all that said, goodbye.